Hi there, I'm Carl from Prestige Auctions in Grimsby. This week we're going to be again having a look around the auction room to see if there are any items that I think you might be able to buy this week to make some money on. So without any further ado, let's have a look. So here we go again. After last week's successful video of having a look around and seeing if we could spot any items that we thought you could make some money on, I thought I'd do another one, see if it gets as many views as well, and to give you some pointers on what would I buy. What would I buy? I'm the auctioneer here, but I do a bit of buying and selling, and I sort of look around the auction every week, and people see things in different ways. Some people might see these lovely old triangle dogs and things as a way to make a profit. Other people might see these mixed boxes on a way to make a profit. But what do I think? There's certain things that I look out for every single week in the auction rooms, in secondhand shops and things like that, church fairs, because you've got to be looking for those things that are quirky, that are different. But also, one of the things I wanted to talk about today is looking at things in volume. Now, this is a good example. Lot number 22 and 23 in this week's auction are really big boxes of wool. Now, anybody that goes and buys this stuff, you see, when there's a lot like that, will know that it's not cheap. So here's a little tip for you: buy big boxes. And if this was going to be highest bidder takes one or more, buy them both. Take the local competition out of the way. That way you're going to be able to buy stuff and sell it without having any local competition, or at least not too much local competition. And let's face it, what are you going to get them boxes for? 20 quid maybe? Well, I reckon if you could buy one of them boxes there, especially that one, at £20, you could triple, maybe even quadruple your money by selling the stuff off privately. I liked that shield this week, quite a cool thing. One of the things I do like, of course, this week is the amount of records, vinyl and stuff like that we've got in now. These are easy hits for people if you know what you're talking about, or if you know what you're looking at, and especially the sort of genres that are in here this week, such as heavy metal, rock and stuff like that. Again, look on this table here, all very similar sort of stuff. You've got the Beatles on there as well, Iron Maiden, Motorhead. These are all the sort of records that more and more people would want to buy, rather than sort of your classicals and your country and westerns and stuff. Maybe that's the sort of stuff that you need to avoid. But these things can create a profit. But one thing for sure, whenever these things come into the auction room, there's always a lot of competition. So it's one of those you just need to be a little bit careful of, not getting drawn into it, not bidding too much. The Mickey and Minnie thing here, it's got a £45 reserve on that this week. That could be a nice thing. Who knows? I don't know a lot about that. So, you know, to my mind, I would try and stay away from them. These are not bad. Big piles of records again, Rolling Stones and so on. But this one here, this is something that I would buy. See, this is a folder of presentation pack stamps. And what these are is all normal postage stamps that you can still put on letters and parcels to this day. So if you're sending anything with Royal Mail, you can use this as postage. Well, when you look there, there's £107 in postage. So even if you ended up spending £60 on that plus commission, sort of 70 odd quid, you know, you're still making a £37 profit on your postage. So, you know, these are the sort of things to bear in mind, what to look out for. 1140, nice ship's lamp. If it's the right money, profit to be made in that. This old Game Boy as well, 1124, an old Game Boy, there's money to be made in those as well. I'm not seeing anything that's really struck my eye yet that I'm thinking, oh, I'd love to bid on that this weekend. There's lots of clocks here. Don't get caught up too much with stuff like this. These things do sell still, but they don't make the money that they used to. The chameleon phone, it was a fad for a while. This one here, the Martell bottle, that is something I would buy. Why? I pointed out in the sneak peek this week that most whiskey bottles that you buy that are a gallon, you can't get £2 coins in. This has got a big enough lid at the top, or a big enough neck in the bottle to take £2 coins. So it's an easier sell. It's something that more people are going to want. As you come down here, we've got the Stormtrooper. Well, there's always a lot of Star Wars fans around, and that's quite a big Stormtrooper. So again, I would steer clear of it because I don't know enough about it. But clocks are going to be okay. As we come down here, we've got some more clocks here, especially this one at number 94. So these clocks, a lot of these clocks are quite nice pieces, but again, was it something I would buy? I probably don't understand it enough. I did spot these up here as well though, which are a little bit interesting. Now, people often walk past clothes and things in an auction, but look at this. This is an original Lambretta jacket. And you can see there, this, you could buy this Saturday at Prestige Auctions, absolutely ready for scooter weekend. And now, how much is one of these? I bet one of these are like, I'm going to guess 60, 70 quid. If you could get that for a 10 or 20 quid at the auction, there's profit to be made in that one. Next one as well is this. And yes, would I be tempted into buying that one? Yes, I would, absolutely. The same with these. These are a bit different. If you're into ice hockey, then these are ice hockey shirts, I'm being told. They're all signed by different people. The quality of these is quite good. But again, I think it's potentially something that you could pick up in the auction quite cheaply because not many people are going to understand it. Again, things like this, buying in bulk, you know, like a reversible pillowcase set, not tonight and tonight, but you're buying a big load of them, you get them at 4 and 5 quid, then you're going to make money. There's no doubt about that. As I look around here, boxes assorted, this sort of stuff here, Royal Crown Derby, especially ones like the tall cat at the back there, are rarer items. They would have been more expensive to buy originally. What there is in this week's auction, which is definitely worth a look at, are these boxes. And when you buy these little boxes and you're buying little curios in them, you can certainly make money on those. When I was buying at auctions myself quite a lot, then I would certainly be buying stuff like that because there's money to be made. Look at this one here. These, you've got 3 drawers full of pocket watches. Now that, I don't get me wrong, I think that case is going to make a few pound. Is it something I would buy? Absolutely, yeah. Because you take them to a boot sale or something like that, you are going to absolutely be able to make money. Here's another thing. Now, these here are the sort of Pleasure Island old stock. These big pencils. Now, bearing in mind, Pleasure Island has been shut quite a long time now, and theme park memorabilia can be quite hot. I'm not necessarily saying that these are something for now, but something you could certainly put away. Look at these Hyper Blaster Vens, these things, Tommy Tinkerboo and stuff. You know, I have made money on that stuff in the past. So yeah, I would certainly look at buying that sort of thing. Boxes of assorted again. What else stands out to me? What really jumps at me this week of being able to buy something that you could make money on? Let's have a look in the back room, see what we've got in here. See if there's anything that's jumping out at me. One or two of the bits of art are a little bit interesting this week. If you've got a marketplace for that, if you've got people that will buy it off you. This week, not so many teddies. People have been making money on those. Not something I would do, because to me it just seemed like too much like hard work. But again, here, lots of records and things. Need to be looking through those. As we come through here, I'm trying to find, I have spotted 1 or 2 pieces this week that I'm sort of thinking, well, I would certainly have a go at that. There's money to be made. I'm just trying to spot where they are. So there's more records in there. In the tool room this week, there's all sorts. Now, tool rooms, no, I remember what I was going to show you. Let me go back this way. So I'll come around here into this. And this is certainly an area where people can make money because we don't get that many second-hand dealers coming to this auction room for whatever reason. So you've got 1191 there is a fridge freezer. You've got a dryer. You've got a washing machine there. Now this one here, this Beko fridge freezer, look at that. Really nice condition. It's not switched on at the moment. That's why the light didn't come on for anyone comments. But that there, if you can pick that up in an auction room at 40, 50 pounds, you can get £100 on Facebook Marketplace all day long for that. Would I buy that? Absolutely, yeah. I used to buy this sort of thing. When I was on the van years ago, I'd be buying nice, clean washers, dryers, fridge freezers. There's always a marketplace for them. This Beko condenser dryer there, look, you could put that out on Marketplace. This one could go out on Marketplace. This is a Beko washing machine, and you can tell just by looking at these, they've hardly had any wear. So if you can pick these up at the right money, then you can certainly make money on them. These here, something else I would probably buy. Big PA speakers and tops, and these as well. That's another thing that I would buy. What I'm trying to get through to everybody is you can walk around an auction like Prestige on a week-to-week basis and find things to buy to make money on them. You know, there are certain things in here that I think have got loads of potential to make money, but who makes the most money? Well, the person that sits the auction, the person that sits there sniping, waiting for people to have their attention taken away, people forgetting to bid. If you sat here and you're concentrating, you're the one that can make the money. You look down here, oh, there's another old thing, old newspapers. I've bought and sold loads of those in the past. Certainly something you can make money on. Well, there you are, everybody. There's my views for this week. I think there is an opportunity to make money this week at the auction. In fact, there's lots of opportunities to make money at the auction. So all you've got to do is get yourself down here between 8 and 7 on this coming Friday. And then the auction starts at 9 on Saturday. Most of the stuff in here has got no reserve. So you've got a good opportunity to make money. But you can only do it if you're down here and bidding. Thanks ever so much, everybody. We'll see you all very soon at the auction.